so happy to have you here.
It is. What a wonderful Monday.
I know, it's a wonderful, I just love the month of December. It just feels a little extra magical this time of year.
It does. I like that. Little elves running around.
I was just introducing Karen to the concept of elf on the shelf, since we have a new little nephew, grandson.
Yeah,
It's
so
like,
I was laughing.
This is our future.
That's right. I was laughing and laughing. I could not believe that someone would even come up with such things.
I love it.
Too much time on their hands. They need to be making aromatherapy products.
Well, we're so happy to have you here. We're on a couple minutes early to warmly welcome you. Do we have any first timers in the house? First timers for a tea time event? We would love to know. Just pop in and say, yep, my first time. If you are someone who's been with us for several seasons, or if this is your first season, we'd love to know that as well. And just pop that into the chat. Again, thank you, Aromahead team, for being here, hanging out with all of our amazing community.
That's right. We've got Mina here and Sheila here answering questions, saying
Yes.
hello.
Yes.
What an active chat we have going. It's
Yes,
so fun.
it is so fun.
What's one of the things I enjoy about tea time is getting on, looking at all the chats happening before we start.
I know, we literally sip our tea and just see chats come in and we're like, oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. That's fun. So again, if this is your very first time, we'd love to know if this is your first live event with us. And if you are a seasoned tea timer, we would love to know that as well. If any of you are just brand new to our community, I highly encourage you after this event to go to aromahead.com and go through our 3 to 4 hour intro course. It's packed full of information. It's very much a wonderful way just to really get into our Aromahead community and see what we're all about.
And it's free.
It's free.
It goes into a lot of safety and some recipes of how to do some blending.
Yes.
Really get you started on the right path.
Yes, so if you have not done our free intro course, we wanted to remind you that it's available and to go check it out.
Oh, it's the top of the hour.
It's the top of the hour, so we're just saying hello and welcoming you. We are in episode 4 of season 5, Tea Time with Jenny and Karen, and we're sipping on some delicious tea.
That's right, our tea today, and I see a lot of you guys have your delicious teas out too. In fact, my hands were so cold when I got here this morning. I've been warming my hands up on my tea.
I know, Karen, she can be a little mischievous. I was sitting here saying, oh, it's so cold, and she reached over, she's like, that won't help. She's so cold.
Today's tea is again from Magic Hour, and it's called Raspberry Earl. So it's like an Earl Grey, except it's got some raspberries in it. I don't know if you can see the little bits of raspberries. So it just brings out kind of a unique, delicious flavor, and it was just so warming for such a cold day out today.
Thankfully, we're happy for the cold here in Montana. It was way too warm last week. I was hiking around in almost a t-shirt. I was
I don't
like,
know about
ugh.
way too warm though.
I mean, it was wonderful. Just
way too warm for Montana.
I had an earring fall out. We just have, we want our fire season to be as nice as possible, little as possible. So the more snow, the better.
We do love snow around here
We
too,
do.
because we love snuggling up to the fire and drinking our teas, and I see a lot of you do too as well. So we've got people from all over the world here with us today. It's so fun.
It's so fun.
England and Switzerland and Sweden and Canada and the US and
all over.
it's fun.
We have students in over 180 countries, all over in different Aromahead courses. And Amanda, thanks for writing that in. She said, the intro course is amazing. It totally opened up my world in terms of thinking about how aromatherapy could impact my life. I love that. And that's so true about all of our classes. And if you haven't yet enrolled in a course with us, this is a great place to start regardless of your knowledge of essential oils. It's either a wonderful refresher or it'll be foundational for you in terms of how you see essential oils and interact with them.
Especially if you want some cool new recipes to start blending with.
Oh, I know, right?
And Angelie says that she will send us 80 degrees from Montgomery.
That sounds great, Angelie. That sounds amazing. I think, can we split the difference? We'll send you our 32 degrees.
So this season is all about holiday creative blending with our 7 essential oils. We've been blending with cardamom, clove bud, distilled lime, nutmeg, peppermint, Siberian fir, and sweet orange. And with these 7 oils, we have been making some pretty incredible products. In fact, we made a beautiful solid perfume, and if you've missed any of these, right down below under, you can watch every single episode that you may have missed. Plus, under resources, there is the PDF that you can download for the recipes. It's all there.
Yes.
So we made the beautiful perfume with our distilled lime, Siberian fir, nutmeg, and cardamom, and oh, that was delicious.
Totally.
Delicious smelling.
Totally.
We made resin, spice, and citrus loose incense with our resins of frankincense and opopanax and Siberian fir with clove bud powder, dried orange peel, and ooh, that's been a pleasure to be burning as well. And then last week,
I'm gonna sip my tea.
we did a 5 ml stock blend, and we sprinkled this stock blend on our pine cones. And you can probably see it back behind me here. Pine cones with cranberries on it, very festive looking. And we added Siberian fir, sweet orange, peppermint, nutmeg, and clove bud. And then that brings us to today.
It does. So while we are saying hello and welcoming you, I love that you're putting in what you're sipping on wherever you're watching us from, maybe work, maybe home, wherever you're at. We'd love to know, is there a favorite tea time recipe that you have either seen or heard about or made so far in this season? If you just pop that into the chat, we would love to know. Again, we are on our 4th recipe in season 5, and if you've missed anything, you can go right below where you're watching. There's a resources tab. You can download all of the recipes. There's a link to take you over to the Aromatics Tea Time collection. We've put kits over there on the aromatics side of it to go along with our season 5, which is it's a really fun way to blend with us.
I'd have a hard time choosing.
I know. I was thinking about that this morning. I think that if I had to choose, I would choose the pine cone potpourri.
Oh.
Because I really like the act of going out and gathering pine cones.
I'm going to bring that over here because it was so beautiful.
It was so beautiful, and I love that you put cranberries on, and the cranberries are still looking pretty vivacious, really.
They are. You can't even tell.
Let me squish one. Yep, they're still good to go.
Still good to go. It's beautiful. And we made this 5 ml blend. And I agree, Jenny, because you can put that in an inhaler, in your diffuser. You can sprinkle it on your pine cones. You can put your pine cones around your home and get a really warming, inviting, homey atmosphere going.
I love everyone weighing in. We have Rebecca saying today's recipe is my favorite thus far. I love that.
It looks like Genia has gingerbread tea. She's kind of upping us one on our tea time here.
I love gingerbread tea.
Oh yeah, that sounds delicious.
Chris Pressler is saying the potpourri blend. If she had to choose one, I know, my goodness, a favorite? Question mark. And Angeli, I love the Siberian Spice Solid perfume. So I don't want to give any secrets away, and I won't at all. We met with our team, and we are just finalizing topics for Tea Time Season 6, and we're very excited about that.
Yeah, we've been working behind the scenes again.
No spoilers, I'm not going to say a word, but we're excited about Tea Time 6 shaping up.
That's right, and next week I have another surprise that we'll be sharing with you as well.
I know.
So today we've chosen our distilled lime, our beautiful Siberian fir, and our peppermint. So we are bringing in that energizing lime, that bright, cheery aroma with lime. I did see a comment, some of you have a hard time blending with lime, and I think you're going to really love this. And if lime is a little bit too energizing for you, you can put less in, and you can also add like a sweet orange to it to kind of tone that lime down just a little bit. So give that a try. So then we've got our outdoor conifer Siberian fir. You can use any conifer that you might have on your shelf. Those of you who have our tea time kit have the Siberian fir in it. And then of course peppermint, which is such a bright, amazing aroma. We couldn't leave that out of our spray.
I know.
So now room sprays, we love them because they help to cleanse the area. they uplift. So if you're kind of feeling a little bit draggy, this is a perfect spray to spray around, and you can spray it anywhere. It's fine with kids, it's fine with pets. I wouldn't spray it right where the small child is because it does have peppermint in it, but you can spray it in other areas of the room. Spray your curtains with it if you want, spray your carpet with it. There's a lot of things you can do with a spray. You can make it in different ways, and this one is a very energetic blend for sure. So it's perfect. Now our recipe, for those of you who have our kit, have these holiday creative blending, and inside this envelope, this is very, very cool. If you're collecting the recipes,
It's very fun to do.
this is what our recipe card looks like,
Yes.
if you can see that. So today's recipe, we are using 1.5 fluid ounces of water or hydrosol, 1/2 fluid ounce of 150 to 190% or proof alcohol. And the reason why we're using the alcohol, and we're going to show you some other alternatives, the alcohol not only disperses the essential oils, but it will preserve your blend. Since there is either water or hydrosol in it, it only has a 1 to 2 week shelf life.
I was reading
Or more,
comments.
depending on how you keep it stored. And then we're using 15 drops of distilled lime, 10 drops of Siberian fir, 5 drops of peppermint, and we're putting this all in a 2-ounce spray bottle. Now, another cool thing that you can do is you can use a 1-ounce spray bottle, and of course you're going to use that up easily in a week's time, especially if you're spraying it like we are on a daily basis, once or twice a day even.
And again, you can find these recipes right below where you're watching right now in the resources tab. You can find the recipe we're blending with today, as well as a PDF of the complete collection for season 5.
So we've got 2 spray bottles out here. In the first spray bottle, I have the Everclear in here, and it's so easy to blend with if you have access to a high alcohol content, which we do in Montana, so it's easy for us. You just put a quarter of your bottle with the alcohol, and that's enough to preserve it for quite a while. And then I put, about an hour ago, I put my essential oils in here, and I can't even see the essential oils. They have not dispersed out of the alcohol, which is why we use this. The other thing that we're going to do is we're going to put in a soluble, 5 mils of soluble into our blend. Now you have the option. You can use water or hydrosol, and this is a perfect time of year to maybe use up a hydrosol.
Yes.
Or just use a hydrosol that you really love using. Now you have some options. What would be beautiful in this blend, again, you could do an orange hydrosol, you could do a peppermint hydrosol, depending if you want more of that peppermint in there. Today, we're going to do a chai spice as well as a ginger hydrosol. So the ginger one has been a year old, so I'm like, perfect to use that up. So you want to make sure you don't touch your sprayer.
It's much like kombucha or anything that is alive in that way. You don't want any bacteria to get into your hydrosol container, so you just want to make sure that it's very, very isolated when you are working with different accessories that go into your bottle.
These make wonderful gifts and wonderful stocking stuffers. So we can put that back in there, and it's a little bit cloudy, which the alcohol makes it that way, and it's ready to spray. Now let's see what it smells like. Ooh, that's nice.
That's very nice.
It's very nice. Now, mind you, the ginger and the chai spice will give a little bit of spice to this blend, so if you just want that crispness of the lime, the Siberian fir, and peppermint, then you could just use plain water.
Absolutely, and for anyone in your life that's sensitive to alcohol, it's easy to keep that out of this recipe.
So notice this sprayer, I cut it to match the bottle size. This one I didn't, and it works just fine either way. So this one we're going to put our chai spice in without our alcohol. And we're just going to pour it in here. Leave a little bit of room there at the top. I guess that goes, no, this
That
one goes
there.
in here.
Yes.
And then we will add our essential oils. So 15 drops of distilled lime. So beautiful. Very energizing for sure.
I love it. And again, just a little safety tip, distilled lime is not phototoxic, and cold pressed lime can be. Although in this blend, either would work because you're not putting it on your skin.
Now in a room spray, if you want to make this stronger, feel free to. It's perfectly fine. If you get a couple extra drops in, it's absolutely nothing to worry about. 10 drops of our conifer Siberian fir.
And I saw someone put in that they just ordered Siberian fir for the first time and loves it. I know, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's like bringing the indoors in. You get that
Outdoors in.
The outdoors in. The respiratory opens up when you breathe the conifers. The Siberian fir. It's also got a few esters in there, so it's calming as well. So 10 drops of Siberian fir in our 2-ounce bottle.
And if you just heard a word that's new to you, esters, our certification students know all about that. Each of these oils belongs to one or multiple chemical families, and these chemical families give us a general idea of the characteristics of the oil, such as shelf life. The size of the molecule really matters when it comes to knowing its chemistry and how best to unlock its potential. And within each of these oils is top chemical components, which are research-based, that helps us really know the therapeutic actions of the property of the oil.
Nice. Thank you.
For my chemistry spiel.
The Siberian fir and the lime, if you don't want to use the peppermint, is gorgeous. If you have a hard time blending with the lime, simply reverse them. Add less lime and more of your Siberian fir. And then if you really want to energize this, put your 5 drops of peppermint in. Not too much because you don't want it to overwhelm the blend. And that's only a couple of drops, 2 to 3 drops per 1 ounce, so we're in good shape there. Now, you probably can't see it, but the essential oils will kind of gather on the top because they don't blend with the water.
At the top. The hydrosol is a little cloudier, and at the top are the oils, and it's probably really hard to see that, but there's a little distinction there.
Yeah, you might be able to see that.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do to help the essential oils blend in with the water is use a soluble dispersant. And we're going to use about 5 mils of that.
And these graduated cylinders are so helpful and handy. And if you're looking for, if you're doing your own shopping this holiday season for yourself, or you want to get a graduated cylinder, you can always send a link of that from our shop goods link on our Aromahead website.
Now notice that this also made it a little bit cloudy. It's perfectly normal. And then you just give it a good shake to blend up that soluble and the essential oils. Now you can use less soluble for sure. I noticed that when I jiggle, for instance, with a horse pack trip that I used to go on,
Yes.
when I would jiggle in my pack, it would jiggle around. I could use a lot less soluble. What do you think? That's gorgeous.
That is really nice. It's spicier to me than the other. They're both really nice.
All right, so now we've got 2 options, but there's a third option as well. Maybe you don't have the alcohol, you don't have the soluble, and you still want to make this. You have 2 other options. You can simply not put a dispersant in, realizing that when you spray this in the room, and we're not so concerned about it since we're not spraying it on ourselves.
Yes.
If you're spraying it on yourself, I don't use the alcohol as it dries your skin out. But the soluble is perfectly fine to use on your skin. So you can also put in, if you don't have any of the ingredients to solubilize it, you can put a little bit of Castile soap in, maybe a teaspoon of Castile soap, add your essential oils, and that will also disperse it into your water portion, and you can spray that around. So, and the other option is to not put anything in, shake it really well and spray, knowing that when you do that, When you shake it and you don't have anything in there, you spray it really fast because they will separate pretty quickly. And then all your beautiful essential oil is up here and you're spraying from down here. So just have to be aware of that. All right, so how long do you let the essential oils sit in the Everclear before adding the water? So Jacqueline, depends on how heavy your oils are. With the light oils that we've used today, you can let it set for a half an hour to 1 hour. I did it about an hour. And then you want to shake it before you spray it as well. So, and yes, Pam, frankincense hydrosol would be really lovely in this blend as well. It's not as strong as perhaps a peppermint hydrosol would be.
One of the things I love about Tea Time with all of you who are watching from all over the world is that it's a great way to introduce you to our Aromahead community. And we started Tea Time roughly 2 years ago as just a way to hang out and chat about how to boost the immune system, especially during these uncertain times. And it's evolved into what it is now with hundreds of people attending and sharing and rewatching our different episodes in Tea Time. And again, we're really excited about Tea Time Season 6. It's going to be coming up in April, which will be here before you know it. If you are in our natural living class, we are going to be doing a 30-day challenge in January. And then we will be doing a really in February. So I just wanted you to kind of have the timeline of how we're starting off and kicking off the year. If you're here and I saw so many people say you've been in Tea Time for all the seasons, and some of you are first timers, regardless of where you're at with us here at Aromahead, if you've taken our intro course, if you could just say, yes, I've taken the intro course, or not yet in the comments here in chat. We, again, just love to know where you are in your journey. So say, yes, I've taken the intro course, or not yet, just pop that in, and we would love to do that informal poll. We love knowing where you're at so we can really cater our information to the people who are here live, because we love our community.
And as you're putting that in, Lana, Aromahead does not sell essential oils, but Aromatics International does. These are all from Aromatics International. These are ones that I have personally sourced and have been for several years
Over
at
12.
Aromatics International. And that's where our Tea Time kit comes from as well.
It's so important, Wendy. The community connection is so important. And of course, we have an online education community, but here at Aromahead, we also have ways to connect, like students who are in our natural living course, our certification program, have that vibrant forum. And we have just such a cool community here with Aromahead. So, look at all of these things, all of these yeses who are popping in. And we have some not yet. So if you haven't yet taken the intro course, I highly encourage you. It's so worth the time. Hop on over to aromahead.com after this, and it takes 3 to 4 hours, and it's just, again, packed full of amazing information that you're going to love.
Now at the Aromahead Institute, we typically will blend with chemical components in mind. This blend today, not only is it festive, and not only is it perfect for this time of year, especially when it's kind of dark outside and cold and drizzly, but we blended for a specific reason. Our distilled lime is very energizing, but it also helps boost up the immune system, which we really need right now, especially when it's colder out. Even in the warmer areas, we find that this time of year we just need a good boost of an immune system properties, and lime is one of those. So it's sparkly and it really helps with your psyche as well. And then we have our Siberian fir, which helps to dissipate fatigue, because this time of year somehow we just get a little bit fatigued with the holiday season.
It's a lot going on, even if it's good, a lot. It's a lot.
Even if it's good. So our Siberian fir helps to dissipate that. It's very energizing as well, and as we mentioned, it opens up our breathing, which we also need. And then the peppermint comes along, very energizing, very uplifting. It also helps to reduce the fatigue. It smells so fresh and inviting, and it's very air cleansing.
Yes.
All three of these are very air cleansing.
And yes, that is snow behind us. Thankfully, we got a dusting last night, which is wonderful.
Ooh, it's snowing right now.
It's snowing right now. Look behind me. I see so many of you who are very excited about the 30-day challenge coming up in January. So if you are in our Natural Living program, you have an automatic invite, which I'll be sending to you later on this month. If you are not yet in our Natural Living program, we'll give you an invitation at the end of Tea Time Season 5 to join in, and then you'll go through that 30-day challenge with us. And if you've been through the challenge before, it'll be similar, but we're going to have a new year, new you theme to it. So it'll also be a little bit different, which will be fun. Making up new products for your to set up for success for your new year.
Now, some of you have a question about what is hydrosol. So a hydrosol is the water portion of a distillation. So for instance, when we distill ginger, we take the ginger root and we distill it. There's little essential oil sacs in the ginger root, and when they distill it, the essential oil will float to the top. Typically, sometimes it's heavier than the water portion, but typically it's not. It will float up to the top, and that is the very concentrated essential oil that we put in our bottles and that we typically use in our blends. So, and the water portion, these hydrosols are distilled for the hydrosol, not the essential oil, because you get a lot of properties from the entire plant part, not just that concentrated essential oil sac. Now they are a little bit more temperamental. So you saw that we were sure that we did not touch the sprayer part, and we keep them, they don't have near the shelf life as an essential oil, but they are beautiful, they're gentle. We use them a lot with children around and pets around. They're wonderful for cleaning. You can even drink them. You can put a little bit in your water if they're fresh and drink it down, which I love doing with the chai spice this time of year.
Delicious. So I had a couple people ask about my sleepover this last weekend. I had the most adorable gaggle of kids coming over for a sleepover. They came down with some sniffles, so we rescheduled it. So stay tuned. But I was so excited for my candle making sleepover. So stay tuned, and I will tell you about it when we do make it happen, hopefully this month or January.
That's right.
Yes.
Well, it'll happen.
It'll happen. There's so much fun. So all of you, we have had so much fun with you on this episode. And if you have any questions that we didn't get to, you can always email us, team@aromahead.com. And if you are, I see lots of people asking about the 30-day challenge. If you are in the Natural Living course and you've been for any number of months, years, days, you'll be getting an invitation from me.
Mm-hmm. And that kicks off in January.
You're already in. You're in the challenge already.
And today, for those of you who celebrate Hanukkah, this is the last day of Hanukkah. So we hope you're having good celebrations.
Yes.
And it's true. A lot of people this time of year have a really hard time.
Yes.
Maybe they have some bad memories. They're by themselves.
Yes.
It can be depressing. And this is why gifts like this that come from the heart, that are uplifting, are really great to give to your friends and your family and to yourself. What a great gift to yourself. If you are struggling with this time of year, this is perfect.
It is perfect. When I wrote my newsletter for you that went out earlier today, actually, I wanted to just highlight that holidays can be so much fun, and also part of life is just change, right? And sometimes we celebrate a holiday and people aren't there who used to be there, or new people are, like little Roscoe, who is on the scene for our family. So just recognizing that holidays can be a mixed bag of joy and sadness. It can be bittersweet. And just, I want to honor whatever you're feeling during this holiday season right now, and know that all of these recipes are designed to help you and to just bring a little cheer or more cheer or lots of cheer into your holiday season. So I just wanted to honor your journey wherever you're at with that emotional spectrum this time of year.
Especially if you're wanting to make a change and change this typical way that maybe you feel during holidays, to give yourself a boost to go down that journey of maybe a different pathway. So now, you mentioned the free intro class that we have, and you also mentioned the 30-day challenge coming up in January.
Yes.
Now that 30-day challenge, just to let you guys know, it's for our Natural Living students. If you haven't signed up for our natural living class. It is a fabulous class. It's a wonderful gift to give to yourselves or to a friend or family, where we go in and we talk about all kinds of ways to support yourself in your daily living. And then that 30-day challenge that starts in January
Pairs with that.
where we come on once a week for 30 days. I think it's like 6 different times we come.
Yes.
We meet together and we go through the class. We make some products together and just give you a head start.
I know, it's so all of our classes really pair well with each other, and our natural living course is our top hits here at the Aromahead Institute. 30 plus years of experience of our tried and true favorite recipes. So we wanted to just put a little, make a little mental note in your mind at the very end of our season of Tea Time. We'll give you an invitation to join that before we jump into our 30-day challenge. Or you can join today.
That's right.
Whatever you'd like.
So Renee, since you missed it here at the beginning, we are drinking a Raspberry Earl, which is a black tea. Comes from Magic Hour, and it has, instead of the bergamot in it, it has some beautiful dried raspberry in it. Gives it a really fun flavor, kind of a festive flavor.
I know, it's delicious. It's nice and tasty.
So next week.
Yes, tell us what we're doing next week.
Is our festive digestive inhaler, and this is a fabulous gift to give to your family and friends, especially as they come to your home. You might have a little basket of them ready to go. So if you don't have your inhalers, get your inhalers ready. People love these inhaler blends, and it will help, especially as you maybe overindulge just a little bit.
Yeah, in whatever.
Whatever.
With whatever.
With whatever. So
Again, no judgment over here.
No judgment. We'll be making that next week, and everything that we've been making for you during this season of Tea Time is so that you can have some really fun gifts to give away to yourself or friends or family.
Yes, and just to clarify again, no matter when you joined or enrolled in our natural living course, you have an automatic invitation. Just make sure that we are in your contacts in your email. It's getting more and more tricky to get into your inbox unless we're in your contacts. So if you don't want to miss any of these opportunities, just make sure you take a minute right now and just add us into your contacts. Then you'll never miss a way to hang out with us, either in a challenge like that or in our free events like Tea Time.
Yeah, the 30-day challenge is a bonus
Yes.
of our natural living class.
Yes.
So, wasn't that fun? Thank you
was
guys
so
for
much
joining
fun.
us today, and I hope you have a fabulous rest of the day.
And those of
Or
you
evening.
who have not yet taken the intro course, I look forward to seeing your name pop up as you go in and give it a try. I think it's going to be a lot of fun for you. All right.
All right, we'll see you next week.
Same time, same place.
Same time, same place.
Bye for now.